Hi guys, I hope you're all keeping well and safe. Welcome to Early Years Matters TV. On this channel, we focus on everything early childhood related. And if these are the kind of videos you're looking for, all you have to just subscribe. And not just subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that whenever a new video is being dropped on this channel, you'll be the first person to be notified. Today, I'm going to be talking about stakeholders in early childhood education. Yes, today's discussion is going to be all about who are stakeholders in early childhood education. Let me start by defining who is a stakeholder. A stakeholder is someone with a particular interest or concern in something. Yes, stakeholder is a person who has a concern or interest in something. This context, stakeholders are people who have an interest or concern in early childhood education. Yes, they are the people that has a concern or interest in early childhood education. You need to also understand that stakeholders ensure the smooth running and success of the early childhood services. Yes. So now that you know who stakeholder is, let's talk about some of the stakeholders in early childhood education. Yes, I'll start with the children. Yes, you might be wondering, why are children stakeholders in early childhood? Yes, they are stakeholders in the sense that they have an interest in early childhood education. They are going to be learning through play. They are going by having fun, which means that they are learning through play. So they are stakeholders in early childhood education. An interest in early childhood education. They love having fun. They love learning through play. So children are stakeholders in early childhood education. And that's why it's important that as an early childhood educator, you need to take into consideration the children's interest, their needs, their strength, because they are stakeholders in your early childhood service. I hope I'm making sense. So as an early childhood educator, you need to understand that children are stakeholders in your early childhood services. And that's why you have to take into consideration their interest, their strengths, their needs when you're planning for their play. So because they are stakeholders, an interest, they have a say in matters that concerns them. And that's why the policy always emphasizes that children should have a say in matters that concerns them. You might be thinking in the area of early childhood, how can children have a say in matters that concerns them? This is why it's important that when you're planning for their play, you observe them, because through observations, you'll be able to find out about their strengths, about their needs, about their likes, about their dislikes. And when you gather all of this information together, it's telling you something about a child who is the stakeholder in your early childhood service. When you put all of this information together, it's telling you something about the child, and so what? So this will prepare you when you're planning for the children's play. You take all of this into consideration because the children are stakeholder in your early childhood services. Now let's talk about parents. Yes, parents are stakeholders in your early childhood services. As you policy says that parents are the primary caregiver of their young children. They know their children best. This is why, as an early childhood educator, you need to consult with the parents as well. Yes, because they know their children best. They are stakeholders. So when we talk about stakeholder, they need to have a say in your early childhood services. So this is why we have information evening. You have PTA meeting. You're meeting with the parent. You're asking them questions about their children. You're liaising with them about their children's interests, their needs, how their children are developing in the preschool setting, what they can do at home to support their children's learning and development. This is coming from the idea that they are stakeholders because they should be able to have a say in matters that concerns their children early childhood education. Important as educator, you should always listen to parents. You should always listen to their concerns. If they have a concern about their child, listening is really important. You listen to them, you pay closer attention to them, you maintain high contact. Sometimes they might have concerns that is bothering them about their children. And this is why you have to be able to listen to them, reassure them that it's normal. For instance, maybe you have a toddler in your early childhood classroom and their parent is going through the phases of a toddler and they have a concern. So this is to reassure them and tell them that it's a phase and that it's going to pass. So parents are stakeholders in your early childhood services. What? You should be able to listen to them when they have a cause for concern. You're listening to them, you're paying closer attention to them. So early community are also stakeholders in early child service. You might be wondering, why are community stakeholders in early child childhood services. You can also partner. This is where partnership comes in. You partner with the community, see what's going on in the community. For instance, maybe if there's an event going on in the community reached out to you that they're organizing a play event, they want you to bring the children. So you're partnering with them. That's why they're stakeholders as well. You're aware of what's going on in the community. You're asking questions. You're keeping an eye. You're listening to the news. You're watching TV. You're listening to the news to be aware of what's going on in the community, that you can be able to partner with services in the community because they are stakeholders as well in your early childhood services. So they're also stakeholders in the sense that you need to work hand in hand with them. If you're aware of something that's going on, an event going on in the community, you reach out to the community, ask them, how can you partner together? How you can do, you're working together collaboratively in relation to supporting the children's development. So I'm going to continue from where I stopped in relation to stakeholders in early childhood services. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Subscription is free, and not just subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that whenever a new video is being dropped on this channel, you'll be the first person to be notified. And until I come your way next time, stay safe and mind yourselves for now. Bye.